Sup guys, I got some wonderful news. Sorry. Don't make cheesecake. Also happy Easter. My uncle has beaten cancer. They think they got it this time. Because I was told he was out playing golf. So that's awesome to hear. I'm happy. Sorry, I couldn't really update it much on this. Didn't get to see my grandparents all that often. But yeah, he beat cancer, and I'm so happy I get to keep my grandfather, my uncle. Water. Anyway, I didn't bother making the update on Friday. My soda finally came. Now I just have to wait for my PS5. And this is probably the last time, most likely the last time, I'm ever going to update about my situation with Raiden. He might be deleting the server. Ember finally chased away a friend of his, who happens to be my boyfriend. Ember made an avatar for him. Well, I don't like Ember anymore after what he's been doing. And I don't like Nova Beasts because Raiden was usually one whenever we hung out in VR chat. So I've come to associate him with them, or them with him. And can't help but see him every time I see a Nova Beast. The Nova Beast actually looked okay. But Ember took it back. Ember took it back because Carl wouldn't stop hanging out with me. I told you, Patty. And I saw a conversation. I'm sure you guys know Linkin Park. More the victim. All I did was post in a server and I pinged him saying that fits you to a T. Because it does. But that in no way is shit talking. Because apparently Ember's still shit talking me, but Raiden doesn't care. I literally have moved on. He doesn't believe I have. Nobody ever believes that I ever move on. So Raiden's deleting the server because Kuro left the server. And Raiden can't handle losing anyone else. Because he claimed making that server was a mistake. And a waste of time. There's an easy solution. Put your fucking foot down on Ember. He's the cause of all your problems. Your recent issues? starting from February. Well, before February, really. But the major one starting from February? Yeah. You put your foot down on his ass. Everything goes back to normal. Because he's beating himself up like, I keep losing people. No. Ember's chasing them away. You fucked over one of your closest friends, me. Because of Ember. So, in turn, and you denounced anybody that tried to defend me. So, of course, they were going to leave in defense of me. When one of them tried to defend me, you deleted the post. And now, the other day, I caught up with Bluey Protogen. I wanted to see if he and I were still friends. He said yes, but he was still on Raiden's side. Because he's utterly terrified of being banned for hanging out with me. But I'm kind of mad that he tried to excuse Ember because he just wanted a VR family or something. But that doesn't excuse him from acting the way he does. But he's like, it's Raiden's child. I'm like, okay, you put your foot down on unruly children. You don't let them continuing doing what they do. Continuing to do what they do. But God damn it. So yeah, taking back the Avatar was the last straw for Kuro. So he's done with him. Raiden's upset. But this could all have been fixed if he had just listened. In fact, a lot of issues could have been prevented. And even solved so much quicker if he had just listened. Back to Ivory, when she stole thousands of dollars from Kazumi. Had Raiden listened and actually done something about it, he may have lost Ivory. But so what? She was using him, not his friend. She purposely withheld information to hide behind him when people were calling her out on her bullshit. For example, with Alonzo. She withheld the information that she was making him pay for her electricity. Because when I told Raiden that, he didn't know that. But that came from Alonzo himself. But instead, he allowed her, his friend, to continue to cheat people out of their money. Which in turn drove a nail between Kazumi and Raiden. But I guess it doesn't matter now. And in Ember, he allowed Ember to drive a nail between us two, he and him and I. I literally had no problems with Ember at first. Sure, he was annoying, and it pissed me off that he kept yelling at me every time I opened up my mouth. I still don't know what I said to offend him. But he's clearly doing it on purpose. So, I don't know. He claimed that Bluey was lying about the banning thing, but I don't believe Raiden. How could I? He tried the same shit on Kuro. I don't want to lose you. I care about you. He said the same thing to me, and you didn't give a flying fuck. You dropped me like a bad habit without a second thought. But no, here's the shit of it. He suggested the same thing to me, talking, with the Ember, and then he would moderate. He wanted Kuro to apologize to Ember. For what? Ember did this, not Kuro. And Raiden knows this, but he doesn't care. But it's obvious that Ember's using him. Hell, I told my brother all this. Even he saw through Ember's bullshit. Everybody does. I have a whole list of people who hate him because he's done them wrong. He wonders why people have this error, why he keeps losing people. Because you're not a leader. Thing is, it's not exactly hard to be... Well, no, I guess it can be. But when I was helping Raiden out, the only reason Raiden was doing okay was because I was keeping his ass in check. Behind every leader, there's someone keeping their ass in check. Well, most leaders. Most good ones, anyway. And I know how that sounds, but I wasn't trying to use him to push any agenda of mine or anything. I was just trying to keep the peace. Just I was the one trying to push to patch things up with Kazumi. He only did it because of me. He didn't do it for himself. Which I was saddened to learn after we had already patched things up. Well, it's whatever. I'm glad the server's going down. I'd rather it be deleted than be in the hands of idiots and assholes and backstabbers. And mark my words, if Raiden ever returns, if he wants me back, it's not going to be easy for him. Because I'm telling him outright that if he wants me back, he has to do something about Ember. Because I will not take him back unless he does. Because he keeps doing this to me because of Ember. And to be clear, I never said I never shit-talked Ember. I said I stopped doing it. Because I did, in fact, move on. I just felt the need to... Because I have new information. But it means so little. Because Raiden won't acknowledge when Ember does it to me. Easiest thing in the world to make this all go away and fix things. But he won't do it. Because we had that set up. Ember refused. I think he blocked me because I said Ember can go fuck himself. I only said that because Ember refused to talk to me after making the deal that we would. But he only focused on me there, not the fact that Ember totally flaked. Because I was serious about it. I wanted to talk. I wanted to get through to him that his information is completely wrong and he has the wrong idea about this entire thing. But, whatever. Raiden tried to pull that on Kuro. Kuro didn't buy into it. That avatar meant a lot to Kuro, but, you know, Ember's petty when in matters involving me. Because I called him out on his bullshit. And his sob story didn't work on me. He wants to deny it, but that's the truth. Because he can never admit that he's wrong. And I think I'm giving up on Midnight. He won't talk to me. He won't even reply. And I swear to God, he ghosted me. Shocker. He also chased Zeno away from the server. Apparently they had a crush on each other for a while I never knew about. There's also the fact that Midnight somehow did a 180. Because he was wanting to break it off with Raiden for some time. And, like, he was serious about doing it, so. But then I come back to find... Now Raiden's fine with his sexual advances. Which is unlike Raiden, because he doesn't like that sort of thing. No, something screwy with that. Never mind him dating Ember. Which, means he's cheating on his girlfriend, but whatever. And then information came from Ember himself, so. What you gonna do, Raiden? Call Ember a liar? Oh, but you wouldn't want to hurt your fragile little snowflake. I should add, Raiden's never been a leader. He's been a puppet. I never puppeted him, no. I was trying to help him lead. Which made me get to thinking, I probably could be a decent leader. It's just, people never usually listen to me. I don't know. But it seems every ounce of drama with Raiden is a communication issue, and he just refuses to listen to anyone. Because 3 years and thinking of each other like brothers. Why the what? This betrayal was out of left field. This is not like Raiden. Raiden's, in the words of Rusty, unrecognizable. Clear favoritism to at least 2 people. I also don't like how Bluey was defending Ghost. Because I meant that could have been handled better. But in my defense, I was being yelled at by 2 people screaming over top each other, and one was threatening me. I didn't know what was going on. 2 people didn't know. The one had a fear of needles. 2 people thought the one were just playing along with what I was doing. Bluey kind of wants to excuse it. I don't know. I don't understand people's point of view. Because everyone else believes I'm innocent. Ember thinks I was harassing him, which I wasn't. My brother thinks it's ridiculous that he was afraid of a VR needle, which, yeah, I see that. I see that. I don't like needles myself. I don't have a fear. I just don't like pain. But I can be in the same room with needles and be absolutely fine. That don't bother me. I get it. Phobias are irrational. But when confronted with mine, I never acted like a fucking panicking retard like he did. Because, yeah, if he had calmly said it, I would have changed avatars or put the needle away. I didn't know what was going on. I can't be blamed. I could not have known that he was going to react like that. Raiden thinks I was a child for blocking him. I did it because every interaction... He's an angry asshole. And Ghost likes to use the excuse that... Or Ghost. Bluey was trying to use an excuse that he has trouble with his VR family. That's not an excuse. I have anger issues. I got them managed. He can do the same. For fuck's sake, he broke something. And tried to cool off, but he wasn't any cooler when he came back. To me, that sounds like someone who needs therapy, something. Needs something. I'm not saying that to be mean. He needs some professional help. For me, I'm on medication. It helps. They put me on a low dosage of a low blood pressure pill to sedate me. It helps. The day I blocked Ember. Was I mad? Yeah. Did I explode and shout? No. Every negative interaction with Ember, I did not get mad. I was mad, but I did not yell and shout and scream and make a scene. Every interaction with Ghost, he yelled and screamed and made a scene, and I didn't like it. So I thought this is just going to end in a massive drama situation with him. So I'm going to nip that in the bud. I didn't really like him to begin with. I only added him as courtesy. I gotta stop doing that. Because the majority of my friends list are friends of friends that I never talked to or hung out without my friend. But then there are some that I do talk to without other friends. I don't know, it's weird. I'm weird with that. But I made the decision to block him to avoid the drama. Since after everything was settling down and I was told, I was calmly saying he could have said it in a nice way, which Raiden agreed. He gave me lip about it. Which is like, okay, you were yelling and screaming and threatening me, and now you're giving me lip. You're fucking done. Get out. Which Raiden even admitted it was an overreaction to ban me like that. And block me everywhere. Although I can't take his word for it anymore after he kept blocking me after. And he kept saying, I want things to go back to normal. Sure you do. Why do you keep shortchanging me? You say one thing, but then you go back on your word constantly. This isn't like you. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I don't care anymore. This is the last time I'm updating on that particular thing. Just know that that server is most likely being deleted because he refuses to deal with Ember. Deal with Ember, your problems go away. But he wants to make it everyone else's problem and say they're the cause, not him. When everybody and their mother knows it's Ember. You know that music, the song I mentioned before? He wanted Lycan to ban me over it. Like, grow the fuck up. You also have the option of leaving, Ember. What do we no one wants you around? If you understood that, and I don't believe for a fact that he's asexual, because he's using that as an excuse as to why he can't get a date. No, dude, it's because you're an asshole and you treat people poorly. Because, newsflash, you're into vor, and vor is a sexual fetish. You also come off as schizophrenic with your friggin' spirit dragon thing. I don't judge people on their beliefs. This is out there. Like, I never said anything about it. I never shit-talked it. I just asked nicely. I just asked Raiden nicely. Don't bring it up around me, please. I don't like it. Please don't shove it in my face. That's all I asked. And you know me, I practice what I preach. At the risk of being controversial, I was playing I found a Majora's Mask world on the VR chat. I don't know why it annoyed me so much, but those pride color flags annoyed me. I myself am gay, but you don't see me freaking announcing it everywhere. I don't feel the need to push it on the people. There's two types of pride. Being proud of what you are, and then jamming it, and then toxic pride, which is jamming it down everybody's throats. If you want to wear pride colors, fine, but don't shove it down people's throats. I'm not saying those flags have to be removed. They can stay, but I at least would like a toggle. That way people want to see it can see it. People who don't want to see it don't have to see it. That's all I'm asking. I'm not being rude about it. I'm not being mean about it. Trying to work out a compromise, and I feel like that's fair. Like I said, I really don't know why it bugs me as much as it does, but it does. Especially when they had a gallery that says, that they said in it, that is out of the way so it wouldn't break immersion. Okay, but you have these flags everywhere. That's kind of breaking the immersion. Especially when it seems like they replaced all the cow figurines. I've noticed. I don't know. Other than that, the map design is cool. I have one for Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. I have 2 Sonic worlds, and I have a Mario 64 world. Cool. Freaking cool. Now I know, it sounds like I'm a hypocrite. I'm not. I'm eating. Fuck me. I'm. Lost my train of thought. I said VR was a gimmick. It hasn't taken over gaming like people thought it would. But it's fun to play. Just I always thought it was a gimmick, and I still do after playing it. But it's still fun. But anyway, that's all. Till next time. Till whenever the hell I get my PlayStation back, or if I feel the need to update on something. See you later.